Welcome to Darzzr on Crater City. This is my second attempt at making this episode because I'd pretty much got to the end of it and then Minecraft crashed and, you know, it was one of those crashes straight back to the desktop and that basically ruins the video, so I couldn't use it. And I'd got a nice sequence of things that I was going to show you in order, but I can't do it in that order now, so I'm going to have to sort of make it up as I go along. So let's see how we do. We are heading right now towards Little Italy, which is Migel's place. Now, he's given me permission to film that several times, because I've kept checking with him. You know, do you really mean that I can film there? Do you? Yes. He's actually said it in writing as well, so we're going to go there, and we're also going to see his desert base, and you'll see what he's been up to, and he's been doing some nice building. I will say right off that Little Italy is a little incomplete. In fact, there's really only a gatehouse there at the moment, and a portal that it's kind of 50-50 whether you plunge over a cliff when you go through the portal. You'll see what I mean. Hopefully we won't crash doing this. I think I'll take the cart with me. One thing you did miss is that I accidentally lost control of the cart as I was coming along the first time, and a pigman jumped into it, and so the pigman came to Little Italy. Or he would have done if he could go through the portal. Oh, cliff! You do have to be careful. Pretty much every time I go through that portal, I nearly go over that edge. So we'll give it a second just for the chunks to load. And full damage? Nah. That was a bit delayed. Okay. One interesting thing about Mighel is that despite that episode he had just before the Nether episode, where the creeper blew up his storage, because he'd been keeping his storage outside, he still keeps everything outside. You'd think he'd start putting it in a hut, like this one he's built for himself, you know? You know, valuable stuff, protection. Expensive things that are difficult to replace, outside, where creepers are. Inside, stuff that's easy to make. I don't know. Anyway. In fact, there, creeper demonstration. Outdoors at night you get creepers. So this is the gatehouse. And Migel's really good at medieval architecture. He does these little bits. I've never seen him do a complete castle. And this was actually not going to be a castle, but a medieval village. And he's put this portcullis in. We've been pestering him to make it work with pistons, but he hasn't actually done that. And this is really all there is at the moment. This is Little Italy, and it's very small indeed. That said, it's nice, but I'll show you, because you're probably thinking, well, why were you so worried about filming it? It's, you know, it's only that there. Well, he's actually been doing a lot more work on his desert base, and in fact he's been talking about renaming that to be Little Italy and making this something else, but we'll see. We'll see. I do just want to show you a mountain formation. The reason that Mighel chose this place was because he thought the hills around here, the extreme hills, were incredible. And although it's night time at the moment, I don't think I've got a bed on me. Oh, I could have slept in Migel's bed, couldn't I? You know, I'm normally critical of extreme hills, but these are fantastic. I mean, it's like a big gaping mouth there, doesn't it, with a dome on the top, and a great floating island with a tree on it. You know, I normally am not too keen on floating islands, but when they've got a tree on them, or a water spring, or something like that, that's completely ridiculous, I love them. And I can't blame him for setting up a house around here. This is a perfect place to put a house. So that's Little Italy. We'll go onto the desert base. Migel's not the only person who had an encounter with a creeper lately. Actually, I had one turn up on the ship, because when we had that fire followed by that flood, hello, something has nether lag. Here we go. I was just checking if this is the right track. That's the one that goes back to the hub. This is the one that goes to the desert. You know, if he does switch which one he's living in, he'll switch the tracks over as well, so it'll be even more confusing. If you wondered where that other track went to on the other side of the portal, that connects up with Falaron's track, and it's pretty much unique. You know, it's the only connection between two houses that doesn't go through the Nether hub. But it's because Mighel helped Falaron with building the tunnel, and they sort of formed a kind of nether team after doing that. And there's also another little tunnel around here that goes into an alarming hole. There we go. And yeah, so let's go to have a look at the desert. Desert at night. Just wait for the lag to subside. Now look at this dome. This is the kind of scale that we associate with Mighel. Look at the pit. If you fall into the pit and survive, you've got some vines to get you out. This is just one part of this development. Now, this desert is, as I say, the same desert that I use. Well, we've actually completely stripped it of desert temples now. There were quite a few here, but they're just square holes in the ground now. I'm almost tempted to take you to see one, but I'm sure if you guys have found desert temples in your own maps, you've done exactly the same as we have. But there's a jungle nearby and also a swamp nearby, so it's quite easy to get trees and other resources. There is a desert village nearby. Oh, sun's coming up. That's good. I was just wondering where the desert village is. Do I have to go through all these guys? I don't have my... Again, you know, just before making this video, I died. You know, nothing to do with the Minecraft crash. It was just that I was caving and a zombie pushed me into some lava, and I wasn't expecting it. Well, if I was expecting it, it wouldn't have happened. Put it that way. And all my stuff went in there, including my enchanted pick and my level 30 enchanted sword and my backup pick and sword, because I stupidly had them on me at the same time. And the diamonds I just collected, so I wasn't very happy about that. But, oh, there's that village. It's just on the other side of this dome. I was going in the wrong direction. 2 endermen there. And I'm starving. But, yeah, Miguel's been augmenting this village. It's kind of something that everybody seems to have started doing now, just adopting villages. It's kind of adopt a village server now. And Vexy's got several, and CQ, of course, has got Palm Springs. But this is... and Guitar Flat's got 2. This one is Miguel's village, and he's... when I recorded this before, I said, well, it doesn't really look very Italian to be a kind of a little Italy, but he's got sort of piazza there and everything. Maybe put a fountain there or something. But it's really nice. He's kept it very much matching the look of traditional desert villages, but he's just upped it a little bit to the next level. And of course he trades a lot with these guys. Don't know what they're selling. Oh, he enchants axes. Okay. I should have brought some emeralds with me, actually, if I thought about it. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Some sort of grain silo, perhaps. I did build something like this ages ago on Building, actually. A big... It was basically this shape, but it was made entirely of melons and I think orange wool and stone. It looked hideous, and everybody just... When I admitted that I was the one, but basically everyone was so shocked, they just said, you know, who has built this monstrosity? And eventually I admitted it was me. And everybody was horrified. Because, you know, this wasn't like... You know, there's 2 sides to my buildings. I can be very elegant, and I can produce some very pretty buildings. Equally, I can produce some of the ugliest buildings you've ever seen in your life. And I kind of feel the need to balance it out sometimes. And, yeah, that's what happened there. But it's a very nice little village he's got going there. And this may well become Little Italy. And I am filming with permission that Miguel has given me 10 times over. And then some. So that's what Miguel's been up to. He doesn't make his own videos yet, if you're wondering why I come over here. And I did get a special request to show what was going on here. And that request was made on my Kingdom of the Sky Episode 2 video by JarJr26, so I hope that satisfied your curiosity. So where are we going to go now? We're going to go to... I think we'll go to the Nether Hub, and then we'll go and have a look at what I've been building in Crater City proper. You may remember on the old server, we had, outside all of our houses, a little chest, which you could put post into. They were mailboxes, basically. And we were going to do something similar here, because it worked really well. We could give each other all sorts of bits and pieces, or just junk that we happen to have in our inventory. That was what usually happened. But the trouble is, we've set up houses so far away from the city centre that it's not really practical for me to say go all the way out to where Falaron's set up, about 7,500 blocks away, just to drop off something in his mailbox. So we realised we'd have to have a central post office. Now we thought, where are we going to put this? We could put it in the Nether Hub, but in the end, to be fair to everybody, because obviously there are some people that live in Pleasantville, we decided to put it near the Crater City portal, near the Capitol building, and just opposite the... oh, there's a guy swimming in the sand. Hello. So yeah, we put it near the storage building, and it works quite well there. This is the post office. Now Vexy just marked out the ground plan for it and said, well, we'll make it a community project, if anybody wants to help. Well, I had loads of free time today, and so I just came on and, well, ended up doing the whole thing. So yeah, this is the post office made by me. And it contains a chest for everybody that's currently on the server. Oh, looks like Senator's got some rotten flesh there. Good for him. And Cavorting Ogre, there's me. Nothing for me yet. I did get the first piece of mail, actually. Falaron sent me a door. I don't know quite why, but there you go. Falaron. Oh, he's got some dirt there. Fraser Razor, guitar flat. Vexy gets pride of place because she is the mayor of Crater City. And there's a convenient ender chest there too. Miguel, Ninalina, Ethan, Charlie, CQ, and Uniclad. That's everybody that's on the server at the moment. So there you go, that's the post office. Now, after we had that fire last time, I said, was it this recording or the last recording? I said that we had the creeper attack on the ship. Basically, the water from the cannons washed away one of the torches, which I forgot to replace in one of the cabins, and a creeper got in and blew up, and it took out the cabin, so I ended up having to rebuild part of the ship again. Couldn't believe that. And does this mean that we've been bitten by the bug again? I think it does. Glad I've got a diamond pick. So we get another good long distance view of the ship there. I still haven't removed that 30 subs notice, but you can see already that I've added a few little bits and pieces, slightly remodelled the bridge. Right, so we're back on the ship again, and we're going to have a look first of all at the casino. Yes, we're walking towards the casino. I fixed up those sort of weird roulette tables. Unfortunately, sign bugs removed all the drinks from the bar. These are fruit machines. There's nothing in them. I might actually fill them with something at some point, but yeah. Fruit machines. So the casino is pretty much complete now. Next thing is... oh, actually I was going to show you something on the level below, but actually I can show you from up here. We've got these new steps now going up to the top. I'm not entirely happy with the way it cuts through here. I might actually just make a little extension up there of the red walls just to make a kind of bridge between the two. I think there does need to be a connection there. This is now where the cannons are all concealed. In here. This is where you go in to load them. It's a bit big, I know, but we'll see how it works. I'm not absolutely sure. I mean, it should kind of work. It shouldn't blow everything apart, because the charge should just go flying out the front, but we'll see. We'll see. If it fails, I'm recording. Now, we've got this new thing here. This is the entrance to the gymnasium on the left and the medical bay on the right. Again, with the sign bug intact, it's kind of hard to show you what's down there, so I'll have to do that another time. Because there's some new divisions down there, some new rooms, which are all labelled. Now, since we're going to launch off those cannons, we need to go down and get some TNT to do that. So I'm just going to go down to the stores. Again, thanks to the sign bug, still not fixed. You can only see some of the signs that are up. We've got crew quarters now. Men only, women only. A bit Spartan at the moment, but we'll do some more in there some point. It won't look as bad as that forever. I've put up enchanting tables now. I think I've got too many bookcases. I don't think it matters. I mean, it's nice to have a proper square. And this is down to my mines. I've never actually shown you down there, but I might do that sometime. It's absolutely full of slimes now because I've lit so much of it up. I recently found an abandoned mine shaft down there and been exploring that. There's still plenty to explore, actually. It surprised me. So, let's go up and load those cannons. And then we'll see if it works. Oh, sun's come out. Oh, and we've done the sun deck. It's a tiny little addition, but it's something I'm glad I've done now. We've got some little sun beds there. It's just nice to finish these little details off. So I think a lot of it is all about the details. Can't load a cannon on an empty stomach. So, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 there. One there. If that catches on there, we can have trouble. But we'll see. This is an experiment. Suppose if these blow themselves apart, I don't really care. Because, I mean, it's cannons, isn't it? I mean, I'll just have exposed cannons on the deck. But if I can operate them closed in, I just think that's more aesthetically pleasing. Although it does block off some of the view. I don't know. I've still got to put holes in the putting green as well. I mean, it'll probably just be one on one side, one on the other. Now, let's all keep our fingers crossed as I go to the bridge and 3, 2, 1... There's still a roof. Although I did move a bit there, didn't I? I did sort of shake a bit, so I don't know. Oh. 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 Well, the front's still there. Front's still there. Don't know about this side's still intact. Chunk error there. Doesn't look like the charge went off. Have I broken it? I bet I've broken it. Oh, it went off on that side, alright. So I wonder what happened there then. Oh, I put it one square too far forward. Oh well. I think we've had half a successful test there. We didn't test it properly though, did we? I've got some more TNT downstairs. I'm going to go and get that other TNT and we'll set off that cannon a second time and do it properly. And we'll see. We'll see. We'll find out. In fact, I mean, I can make more TNT easily because I've got loads of gunpowder. I've got loads of... Well, actually, I haven't got much sand, but I know where I can get lots. Thanks to Miguel's portal. Let's go and... so how much we need? We need 4. Perfect. So the question you may ask is, what am I going to do next after the ship? I mean, there's still enough to keep me going for a little while on the ship, but I'm thinking of setting up a kind of land house. I know that, yeah, I was asked to maybe do a pirate ship next to this ship. Well, maybe at some point, but I'm a bit shipped out at the moment. Particularly, the thing that I really dreaded was, I would really dread with another ship is emptying out the water from the hull. It just takes such a long time. Okay, so 1, 2... How did that happen? Right. So, single firing. I'm not even going to look. Not even going to look. I heard the second one go off. Right. So the charge went that time. There were definitely 2 explosions. And everything's still intact. Yeah, it works. There you go, you can build an enclosed cannon. So that'll be nice. When we actually finally come to do a launch, when we get Vexy over here to launch the ship, and it's all complete, I'll be able to fire off the cannons. And if anybody builds another ship immediately next to it, I can blow it up with my cannons as well. Anyway, that'll do for now, and thanks very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I will see you again next time.